After last episode's madness, it's the second leg of the Champions League game with Monaco. Can we qualify for the quarterfinals? Let's find out. So then guys, welcome back to the Red Devil Revival, episode 122 of our Road to Glory. And as I've just said in that intro, it's our second leg in the Champions League. We've also got a game in the Bundesliga coming up. We are going to play 2 games today. But if you did miss that last episode, which was just complete and utter madness, I would advise going back and watching it. The link will be right above me. It was bonkers stuff. Of course, I will never be spoiling that result pretty shortly. So if you didn't catch it, go back now. It is definitely worth a watch. A 9-goal thriller. It was crazy stuff indeed. As well, guys, if you do enjoy today's video with our double header taking place, make sure to chuck a like down onto it. And if you do want to see any more of my content, such as the Red Devil Revival, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. But guys, we're going to get straight into this video today. And we've played a couple of games off screen since that last Monaco match. It's only been the 2, both of them taking place in the Bundesliga. Of course, the Monaco game there on the screen, the 6-3 bonkers bonanza, basically the only way to really describe that match. We followed that up with 2 very decent wins. We went away to the Signal Iduna Park to take on Borussia Dortmund, who at the time was second in the Bundesliga, our closest competitor. And we won it 1-0. It was an atrocious game. I'm quite pleased we didn't actually show it in last episode. It was awful. We had about 4 shots all game. Dortmund had about 3. I think there was 2 highlights in the whole game. One of them was an own goal from a corner. So that was how we won the biggest game of the season so far. So happy days for us. It was dreadful. And then we have just recently faced off against Augsburg and had a very decent 2-0 win. It was a little bit tough to break them down. It was 2 weldies really from Sousa and Fernandez. But as a result of those wins, we are top of the league, 12 points clear. Dortmund do have a game in hand, so it could become, I think, 11 should they win. But it's very, very good currently. We are enjoying our life in the Bundesliga, and we are really walking away with this league title as things stand. The first game today, though, is FC Koln. Koln, who sit in the relegation spots currently. What should be on paper, pretty easy win. And then afterwards, it's our second leg with Monaco. We are lining up as follows for this game. It is Misic in net, Fofana, Arau and Rovic at the back. It is then Kimmich as the DLP, Veerman on the right, Fernandez, Vermeek and Kaiser then on the left. And then it's Sousa and Chimpitez both up front. We've got a couple of players out, either through suspensions or being unfit. Annoyingly, currently John Liuzzo is out for about 2 weeks with a virus, so he will not be able to play in the second leg of the Champions League. So hopefully that will not come back and bite us in the arse. But this is how we're lining up. I'm pretty confident. Let's get into this game. Let's hopefully get another win under our belt. We are currently on a 23-match unbeaten streak in the Bundesliga, I believe. We have also a 30-game unbeaten streak at home. Our home form is phenomenal. It is absolutely impenetrable, is our stadium. A complete fortress. And currently, of course, if we win another 4 or 5 games, I think we will already have won the league at that stage as things stand. We are in such a good position this season. It is bonkers stuff. Here we go then. Koln at home. They've having a very poor season. They've been a pretty decent team in previous seasons, but this year has not gone to plan for them. They are, of course, as I've already said, struggling down those relegation spots. They could be looking at possible relegation if they are not careful. And we should be getting ourselves an easy win, really, on the clock today. I'm going to go and encourage the boys. 20 minutes played already. So far, not a single highlight. It is going very much characteristic to how the Dortmund game went a couple of matches ago. Now, we do have a highlight at long last. 24 minutes here in the pouring rain at Kaiserslautern. Not a particularly nice day to be playing football on. Hopefully it doesn't affect our game. Because, of course, sometimes if it is heavy rain, things like possession football doesn't really work. But then again, we don't really play possession football, so it shouldn't hopefully be an issue for us. But as I say all of this, Koln are keeping the ball quite nicely. They are keeping possession after I'm saying about it not really working in the wet. But they are just keeping the ball between these two players. They just don't want to go anywhere. They're just literally passing it back and forth, back and forth. Can we put a foot in, please? What are we doing? We're just having a little meander, just walking about. Okay, right. Finally, they've gone long, and they've instantly lost it. Souza now to Veerman. Come on, Martin Veerman. Chumbitas, is he onside? He is. His 32nd goal of the season. I want to say he's 23rd or 24th in the Bundesliga. It's going very, very well indeed. He's had a couple of little niggly injuries this season. A little bit frustratingly. He's just come back from another one quite recently that he picked up in the Dortmund game. But hopefully he should be okay. Souza, off the bar. Unlucky for Samel. It should really be a goal each for our two strikers, but unlucky there from Souza. Another highlight. There was so little beginning of the game, and now we've hit the woodwork twice inside the space of 4 minutes. Unlucky from us there, but we are playing well. I will praise the boys. Can we get into half-time with the lead? It's looking like we probably will do. Indeed, we are. Very good stuff. Absolutely dominating the game. Koln haven't even had a shot right now. We are just a machine in recent fixtures. We are just consistently battling it out and destroying teams, especially when we are playing at home. Away from home is where the odd slip-up does occur. But right now, that was very close to an own goal. But thankfully, Messi doesn't put it in his own net. But as I was going to say, right now, we are just looking like we are unstoppable. Souza here. Chance for a second. He's hit the woodwork again. The third time we have struck the woodwork inside the space of about 20 in-game minutes. We are very unlucky to only be leading this game 1-0 right now. And we have a very dangerous free kick inside the Koln half. Close to their box. Arau, it's gone over him. Souza, he's not missing it this time. He's not hitting the post once again. He this time he finds the back left corner. Good stuff indeed. We're going to make a substitution. We don't need to watch the highlight again. I'm going to get Kimmich off. Not having the best game. Andy's booked. We'll get the youngster Kaiserslautern onto the pitch. And I think also I'm going to sub on Cosme for Firmix. Swap Bruno and Cosme over. Firmix not been playing particularly well since the January transfer window. Since he had those bids rejected for him over the window, his form has really dropped for some reason. I'm not too sure as to why that is. Fernandez has been playing phenomenally well, as has Cosme, but unfortunately Firmix not so great. So I am tempted to drop him over the next few fixtures and see if we can get some better performances out of some other players. It's quite frustrating considering the fact he's one of our best players, and maybe just all of the interest in him has just got to his head a little bit and maybe thrown him off. Sometimes that can happen. It can upset a player a little bit. He didn't come to me and say he was upset, but clearly something's on his mind because he's not playing very well. We have another highlight now. Fernandez whips it in. Chumbitas scores. Souza hits the bar again there, but this time it fell to a Kaiserslautern player in the box, and Chumbitas finishes it nicely. It's 3-0 to Kaiserslautern. We'll praise the lads. This game is dead and buried. Koln have still not yet even had a shot. It's not a good day at the office for them. Since that Chumbitas chance and goal, very little else to see other than this corner which Koln have just won. And they have actually scored. They haven't had a shot all game. And surprise, surprise, they have one. And it goes into the back of the net. What a surprise. I do not want to be seeing that again. That was pretty atrocious stuff there in terms of our defensive play there. And also I've just spotted that Misic's rating has just drowned basically. It's gone to a 6.3. So I can imagine that he must have been responsible for that goal. Cosme's on the ball currently, and Kaiser now. Cosme, he's lost it. Kaiser gets it back though. He's done very well, and he's lost it himself. That is so poor from Kaiser. Not very good at all. There is 10 minutes to play. Just don't concede a second goal, please, boys. Kaiser at the moment. Back to Bruno Fernandes to Kaiserslautern. He gets his first goal. I think this is his first game in the league, quite possibly. He scores an absolutely beautiful strike there on his left foot. Wonderful stuff indeed. Happy days. That is definitely this game over with now. Really, really lovely goal. That Fernandes gets the assist. I'm surprised it's not offside. I'm surprised Souza didn't get given as offside there, but we won't question the referee there whatsoever. We'll just accept it and move on. Final substitution. Veerman off for Tellet. He's booked. We don't want to get a second yellow for him. And we'll see this game out, hopefully. There is another highlight. Maybe a chance for a fifth, or maybe a consolation goal, possibly, for Koln. Better not be us conceding is all I can say. That is a wonderful ping out there from Kaiserslautern. Across the box to Souza. How has he not got a hat-trick in this game? I have no idea, but doesn't matter. He's got a goal and assist to his name, which at least is pretty decent, but he should have way more than that. He really, really should do. Into the final few minutes, into the stoppage time we go. We are winners today in the Bundesliga. 4-1 drubbing of Koln. Well done, lads. Good result. They all are over the moon. And that extends our lead at the top to 15 points. But, of course, the teams around us do all have games in hand. A wonderful showing there. And now we move on to facing Monaco at home, where we know as long as we don't lose by 3 or more goals, we are through. I will see you for that next game, guys, very shortly. Here we are then, game number 2. This one, the Champions League, in my opinion, the more important of the two. We're going with a pretty strong lineup, although there are still a few rotated players in and around the squad. It is Schultz in that he's finally back fit, so he can finally get back into the team. And considering the fact we have a 3-goal advantage, I feel confident to let him start. Also, Misic, of course, ballsed up in that last game, so I've dropped him for that reason. It's then Fofana, Eriksson and Rovik at the back. We're playing a little bit of a rotated back line. I want to give 2 of the younger defenders in Eriksson and Rovik a game. Kaiserslautern, after that wonderful goal against Koln, starts today. It's then Veerman, Fernandes, Mount and Kaiser in the midfield. Because of Fermek's poor performance, I've dropped him for Mason Mount. And it's then Sousa and Chimbataz both up front. They both scored that last game. Fair enough, I think, to give them the game here. Let's get into it then. As long as we don't lose, we go through. Even if we do lose, we have to lose by more than 3 goals. So it's very unlikely, especially as we are at home. I'm going to say we can't allow for complacency. All of the lads agree with that. Let's get into this game. Let's see how we do get on at home to Monaco. 6-3 is the aggregate score so far. We should be getting through this without any shadow of a doubt. I'm not too sure when the quarterfinals take place. I think it's in a couple of weeks' time. What will likely happen for next episode is it will be both legs of the quarterfinal, should we, of course, make it through. If we don't make it through, I'm going to be incredibly pissed off, is all I can say. So it better not happen. Fofana here, Kaiserslautern on the ball. It's a wonderful pass. Kaiserslautern is having some wonderful moments so far on camera today. He's not had much chance, really, in the squad at all since he's arrived. And he's having 2 really good showings so far. Veerman, I didn't really commentate on there. Hit the post from an incredible angle. I'm not too sure why he went for goal on the second attempt. But unfortunately, the ball has eventually been cleared out of the box. And it's gone out for a Kaiserslautern throw. We have another throw in here from another highlight. This time Kaiser with it. Chimbataz on this left-hand side. Come on, Fernando. Can he do his man? He loses it. I thought they might be giving a penalty then, but they haven't. He must have won the ball cleanly. And the Monaco keeper lumps it miles up the pitch. Now, Brian Hill, who scored twice, I want to say, in the first leg. I'm pretty sure it was he who scored a brace in that game. We do need to be careful of him. They're playing a 4-4-2, which I mentioned last episode sometimes can be problematic to us. Hence why we did concede 3 goals, although we did, of course, score 6. So, it wasn't too problematic. But as I say all of this, Monaco do a long ball over the top. Brian Hill is again proving a problem. And after I have praised the hell out of Kaiserslautern, he has just given away a penalty, it would seem. Are they going to give it on VAR? They are talking to the assistant referee. They have given it. So we are now relying on Stefan Schultz to try and bail us out right now. Who's stepping up? Omer. I'm not too sure who he is. He scores for Monaco. It is 1-0 Monaco in this game. It is 6-4 on aggregate. That is not ideal. We will demand more from the players. Not good enough whatsoever. We looked like we were very much in control after those first few highlights. And yet we have lost control of the tie. Bruno Fernandes corner in. It's headed out. Do not get counter-attack, boys. Angelino here. Okay, we should be getting that. Indeed, we do. Kaiserslautern now. Over to Veerman. Come on, Martin. What can we do from this position? Go back inside. He has done. Bruno Fernandes on it. He has still got it just about. He tries to shoot. I don't know why. Veerman is played through. It's got to be a goal. It is. It's 1-1. We get the equaliser. Well done, Bruno Fernandes. He took his time then and waited for the run to appear there from Veerman. Got a little bit of luck as well in that build-up, but doesn't matter in the day. We do well. It is 1-1. It's not looking like it's going to be Monaco's day. As I say, let Monaco have a corner. Why do I open my big mouth? We've cleared it. Okay, chance of counter-attack, maybe. Can we get there first? We do not. It is Brian Hill is there first. Although Chimbataz with a wonderful slide tackle. That is not his forte. But he does very well to win the ball back nonetheless. And we've done well to get the ball out there, although we've not done a good clearance at all. We should win that ball. We do. Bruno now. Souza. Come on, Simao. Are we going to see more woodwork action from Simao? Or are we going to see some better stuff today? He dinks it into the middle. And Chimpitaz has absolutely skied that header from about 6 yards out. Just got so underneath it. And it goes miles over. Another highlight. I thought Monaco were about to get a red card then. They sadly do not. We should win that. Oh, Mason, what are you doing? How has he not got the ball? He has got it a second time now. He does win it. Chimpitaz is through. It's got to be. Oh, he's done so well. And then just that touch took it too far away. Souza. Oh, it should be 2. We should be 2-1 up now. And it is still 1-1. And although there's still such a small chance that Monaco could do anything in this game, I still am a little bit nervy. I think because of the fact I noticed our last season, I'm like, any time there's any amount of doubt in my mind, it's like amplified because I'm like, we have no second chance. Bloody hell. Omar Bayaz, the guy who scored the first goal, has just scored an absolute worldie there. And it's now 2-1 to Monaco, 7-5 on aggregate. What the hell is going on? I have no idea. They've had an XG of 1.08 and they scored twice. Of course they have. Thrash me arms, far from pleased. Not good enough at all. We need to be seeing more in this second half, boys. I'm not happy. If they score a third goal, we could be in trouble, you know. I think they do need to score 5 overall in order to go through because of the away goals that we score. But it doesn't matter at the moment. Kaiser, he's done his man. He's got to get there, surely. Oh, how has that not gone in? I was like, that ricochet's going to go in the back of the net, surely, and it just dribbled past the post. Bruno ball in, and Rovig, or Kaiser even, I thought it was Rovig, but it was Kaiser headed it just over the bar. Oh, please do not let this come back and bite us in the arse. Demand more from the boys. Half an hour to go. They need 3 goals, I think, to go through because they're going to have to take it to be 8-7 on aggregate, I believe. It's very confusing right now. I'm not too sure. They need a lot of goals anyway. Lovely play. Lovely 1-2. Chimpitaz, surely. Oh, my God, Fernando. Oh, we should have scored another goal by now. This is not good enough. We're going to make a substitution. I'm going to get Souza off for Jaeger. It's pretty much a straight swap. Nothing too drastic, but get Jaeger's legs onto the pitch. And let's hopefully see some good results from him being on there. Kai's at the moment finds Mason Mount. I presume his highlight's probably going to fizzle out. It's a dreadful pass. I expect that'll be the end of this highlight. So far, not too much else happens in that last highlight. We do have a free kick here. Fofana's shot is not very well taken. It goes over the bar quite considerably. And, I mean, as things stand, we're doing enough to be going through, but I don't understand how we're losing this game right now. The XG chart is through the roof for us, and we are just not taking our chances. We have a chance to break, though, as I say all this. Kaiser on this left-hand side, running down the wing, as he's very good at doing. He can't find a player, though, and Monaco clear it. We do get it back, though. Into Bruno now. Come on, Bruno, find a man. Mason Mount. Decent ball over the top, maybe. Oh, it's not that good, really, is it? And now Monaco have a chance to build from the back. They do win the header. Don't you dare go and concede, boys. Right, Chimpitaz win that header. He doesn't, but Bruno does get there. It's a good ball. Chimpitaz is through, surely. I'm subbing him off. I'm going to sub Fernando off. He's doing my head in. He's just missing chance after chance, and it's bloody annoying as anything. When I say that, I don't actually have a striker to come onto the pitch. So I can't do that, unfortunately. So we won't be doing that. Instead, they're going to bring Firmek on for Mason Mount. There is 15 minutes to play. We will keep one more sub in reserve and see if we do require it. But right now, we are still needing a goal. I don't want to lose our home unbeaten streak. Bruno swings it in. Fofana heads over. How many wasted opportunities are we having right now? This is not good enough from us whatsoever. I'm going to make our final substitution. Kaiser, I'm going to swap with Jaeger, and I'm then going to bring Cosme on. He can play as a DLF. It's about all he can do up front. He has the technical ability to do it, and we'll see what will happen. I mean, we should be going through right now, but I'm disappointed that we're going to be losing this game. There is still time for an equaliser if we can get the ball into Monaco's side of the pitch and put the ball in the back of the net. Veerman here currently, he's lost it, but Krasauter does get it back. Chimpitaz should win that. He does, but it's dreadful, that flick on. Who is he flicking that onto? He is the advanced forward. What is he doing? I have no idea at all. And Monaco don't manage to get that second ball, thankfully. We do pick it up instead. Schultz here, Krizelta, Eriksson, Cosme controls it wonderfully, actually. Cosme, why is he past it? I do not know, but Jaeger on it now. He's hit the post. Oh, the game just does not want us to get back into this match. It shouldn't matter, thankfully, but my goodness me, how on earth have we lost this game based on these stats? There is still time for a goal. We are in the 91st minute, basically, with 3 minutes added on. Don't go and score a third, Monaco. What the hell is that goal? I'm happy that goal is not the one that is going to see us go out of the Champions League, because if that was how we went out, I would have been fuming. It shouldn't matter. It doesn't. We do go through in the end. I'm just going to say a bit of a let-off, because it is not good enough the fact we have lost at home. I don't know how they won that game at all. Look at the stats there. Ridiculous stuff. Thankfully, it doesn't matter. We are into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Let's then go to our schedule. Let's find out what we're coming back for next episode. I have already mentioned it. It will be the 2 legs of the quarter-final with whoever we end up getting drawn up against. It's taking place in about 2-3 weeks in-game. So next episode, guys, will be the Champions League quarterfinals. Overall though, guys, that brings this video today to a close. A wonderful performance up against Koln. Completely put them to the sword. And then the Monaco game, we put them to the sword as well, but we just couldn't put the ball into the back of the net. We again conceded 3 goals, really poorly. I've mentioned before, 4-4-2 up against any tactic I've seen to play just always seems to score goals. We created chance after chance though, and we wasted an awful lot of them. Thankfully, it didn't cost us, and we do just about get through to the next round. Hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed today's video. If you have done, make sure to chuck a like down onto it. And if you do want to see any more of my content, do make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.